Hello. We are going to get started with our poem of the week. But before we do, I really want to thank those of you who I appreciate the response that I've been getting from the introductory video that I put out yesterday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. And thank you so much for sharing and for commenting and for liking. I never know what's going to happen once I put something out there. And I'm so encouraged by the responses that I've been getting. I didn't know how corny it was going to sound, because who cares that I love poetry, but I really did, and I really want to share that. So thank you for all of you who have made me feel like that was something worth sharing. And so we're going to get started with our first poem. And so the poem that I chose, I did choose it for the particular activity. So that part I'll admit. But what I'll also say is there's nothing, I'll tell you another thing. I chose the poem based on just like the flow of it and how it feels fun and it sounds fun. And it's a pretty good poem for a child to be able to create imagery around. Some poetry is, really figurative, and that's good too. But just, to start, I started with a really easy poem, a poem that you would be able to, kind of picture and kind of help your child to picture too. And so I got the poem from this book, Sing to Me from the Trees, Please, Children's Poems by Elizabeth Barclay. There's nothing significant. Were you all able to see that? There's nothing significant about this book. I had a book of poems and I chose it. Same for you. There needs to be nothing significant about it. Don't make it hard. It's not. Choose it. Sounds good. It's fun. Read it. Do some things with it and love it and enjoy it. So the poem that I chose is called Open House by Eileen Fisher. And I'll take a picture of this and make sure that you have a hard copy of it. And so I'm going to read. Open house. If I were a tree, I'd want to see a bird with a song on a branch of me. I'd want a quick little squirrel to run up and down and around for fun. I'd want the cub of a bear to call, and a porcupine big, and a tree toad small. I'd want a katydid out of sight on one of my leaves to sing at night. And down by my roots, I'd want a mouse with 6 little mouselings in her house. Okay, so it's just fun. It just sounds good. Sounds rhythmic. All the qualities of poetry. But here are a couple of things that you can do with this particular poem. So the first thing you can do and think about is phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the part of phonological awareness that we're going to focus on today is rhyming. Okay, being able to hear, identify rhyming words, and generate rhyming words. So with your child, this is what you can do. With your child, read the poem first, just like I just did. And then you're going to reread it and give them a purpose for reading. So me talking to a child. So this time when I read, what I want you to do is listen for the rhyming words. Like rhyming words are words like cat fat, big wig, red bed, clue shoe. Those are rhyming words. So I want you to listen for the rhyming words, okay? And when I hear a rhyming word, I'm going to give a thumbs up. When you hear a rhyming word, you give a thumbs up too, okay? So let's practice. Big wig. Good job, right? Fun sun. Good job. Sick ran. No thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, those don't rhyme. So what the goal is to have your child to identify rhyming words with a thumbs up. Okay. Open house. If I were a tree, I'd want to see. You should get a thumbs up then, right? You give your thumbs up too. A bird with a song on a branch of me. Thumbs up, right? Thumbs up. So this is not a test. Like, this is not an assessment to see whether or not your child can identify rhyming words. This is an activity that you are reinforcing what they already know about rhyming words. And if they don't know about rhyming words, then you are giving them the thumbs up, you know, your thumbs up. Like, you're giving them the reinforcement, the help to encourage them to put their thumbs up when they hear those rhyming words. They may or may not know rhyming words. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you're not assessing right now. You are simply reinforcing, you are enhancing, you are exposing. That's all you're doing right now. And teaching, okay? But not teach. Just, yeah, good, you got it. Okay, no, okay, well, yeah, oh no, you know, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not a, oh, you learn this. It is, did you hear it? Yeah, good job. Or, so those are rhyming words. See and tree, those are rhyming words, okay? So if they don't get it, help them to get it. If they do get it, everybody puts their thumbs up, okay? Let's do another stanza. I'd want a quick little squirrel to run up and down and around for fun. I heard it too. I heard it. Okay, like I'm talking to your child. I'd want the cub of a bear to call, and a porcupine big, and a tree toad small. Okay, call and small. That's another thing that you really should do too, is call out the rhyming words. Tree and see, call and small. Good job. I'd want a katydid out of sight on one of my leaves to sing at night. Did you hear it? Sight and night. I heard it. I see that thumbs up. You're doing good. And down by my roots, I'd want a mouse with 6 little mouselings in her house. I heard it. Mouse and house. Okay? Simple as that. Have them say the word with you or not. Give them the thumbs up. Give them the reinforcement. Yes, I heard it. House and mouse. Tree and see. Cub and... No, sorry, not cub. And call and small. Enhancing that phonological awareness. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do with your child with this poem. One more thing, let's see, that you can do is, well, I only wanted to give you 2 things today, but I'm going to give you something else. A quick little vocabulary focus. Katydid, like that's a word in here. I'd want a katydid out of sight on one of my leaves to sing at night. Katydid is a word that we don't really hear a lot. It's a tier 3 word. It's a word that we don't really use a lot either, but it's a really interesting and fun word. And for a child who is excited by science and bugs and I remember, I don't remember the moment. I remember seeing the word katydid and like, oh my gosh, what a strange word. And then when you see the picture of what it is, it's even stranger. So that might be a good thing to, oh, hey, do you know what that is? Let's look that up. Look it up on the internet, see the picture. They'll never forget that word. They will never forget that word. And they can picture what happens in this story even better when they know what that word is. It's not a high frequency word. Like, it's not a word that you are going to use often, hardly ever, but it's just really fun and interesting. And it will help to encourage their desire to learn more words and to and model what to do when you don't know a word. So that's a quick little vocabulary tip. And then here's one more. I know it's too many. Fluency. So practicing your fluency when you read. Anytime, let me tell you this, anytime So you know what? I'm just going to leave it at this one. Anytime you read aloud to a child, to a big child, little child, you are enhancing fluency. You are giving them a fluency model in your reading. So just the mere you reading it out loud, them hearing you read it, they don't have to look at the words, nothing. It's nothing's, high level that you need to do with it, except just read it and allow them to hear it so that they can hear how fluent reading sounds, what it should sound like. And in this case, it's a poem, what fluent reading of a poem should sound like, with the lines and the stanzas and the rhyming words and the rhythm and the rhyme. So what did I give you? Actually 3 activities, but really 2. The phonemic, the phonological awareness activity, identifying the rhyming words. You're not testing. You're not seeing if they know it. You're doing it with them. Yes, good. Yes, good. Okay? Because it takes a while for children to even learn phonological awareness. And some of our kids learn it really fast, and some of them don't. And it's not a big deal as long as you're reinforcing. So the phonological awareness is one, and the vocabulary, just alerting their attention toward, or drawing their attention to that word that they don't know, and modeling what to do when you don't know a word. And katydid is such a fun word. So, and then fluency. Anytime you do a read aloud, you are modeling fluency. And so I gave you your 3-fer and another 3-fer. So that's it. That's our first poem of the week. You can find it in I'll just take a picture of it and just post the picture, and then you can print the picture out, because it's, even the picture is pretty fun with the imagery and all of that. And that's it for today. Your first poem of the week. Happy National Poetry Week. Bye-bye. Oh, and let me know if you have any questions. Please post any questions or comments that you have about our activity today.